This episode of The Mandalorian is pretty much Jaws. It's Jaws plus Baby Yoda reaction shots. What more could you want? There's something deeply comforting about the old-school episodic nature of this show. You might have expected, for the big Series 2 opener, that they might switch things up a bit, formally speaking. But no. This is the way. It might be disappointing if it wasn't so effective. So, the episodes play out like this. Mando Pedro Pascal arrives on a new planet, carrying Baby Yoda in his satchel like a trust fund baby with a Pomeranian, in search of something, in this case, another, unnamed Mandalorian. He meets a kindly citizen played by someone famous, in this case, Justified's Timothy Olyphant, and they take on a mission together, in this case, hunting down and killing a giant monster that has been terrorizing the town. The thing is, so much of the work has already been done. The plot intrigue is there, compounded by years and years of Star Wars lore. We know that there is so much more to be uncovered, from Baby Yoda's origins, to Mando's past and the series' connection to the overall Star Wars mythology. And who doesn't love a mission? It's clear which side of things creator Jon Favreau, who also directed this episode, favors. He luxuriates in bringing these worlds to life with the kind of big-budget special effects never seen before on the small screen, and then using them for small fish stories, dropping in breadcrumbs and Easter eggs that will delight and entice the fanboys along the way. This opener perfectly encapsulates the show so far in that it ticks all of these boxes, and then provides an absolutely massive, unexpected Star Wars surprise at the death, which we absolutely cannot talk about without spoiling the series' biggest revelation yet, that will send ripples throughout the fandom. Ahead of the episode, a recap reminds us of far more than we need to know. For Season 2, the setup is extremely simple. Mando has to return Baby Yoda to his people. As you can imagine, this won't be straightforward, but he'll probably meet some friends, new and old, along the way. The first of those new pals is Cobb Vanth, Justified's Timothy Olyphant, a non-Mandalorian sporting some very familiar we're saying nothing Mandalorian armor on the planet Tatooine. After a quick standoff, naturally Mando and Vanth come to an agreement. Vanth will hand over the armor, it belongs to the Mandalore. After all, if Mando will help him take out a crate dragon, a giant shark-like creature that travels through the desert landscape terrorizing his small village, occasionally breaching the sand with its mouth agape. And so, Mando convinces the villagers to unite with their enemies, a nomadic people called Tuskens, against a common foe. Together, they plot to take the creature down. We know how this one is going to go down. The real mystery is how. Will our Deus Ex Machina, Baby Yoda, whip out his Jedi powers once again? Or will Mando have to take him down all on his own? Either way, we're glad that Mando has taken to keeping the child with him on all of his missions, rather than fobbing him off on some poor local woman. And then, there's the end of the episode. We're not going to tell you what happens, but we will say this. It's up there with the Baby Yoda reveal. Go watch it, now. The Mandalorian drinking game. Drink every time Mando is double-crossed. It happens in the first 5 minutes. Our man shows up at an underground fight club, where two pig-faced aliens Gamorreans, apparently, are fighting each other to the death with axes, to meet with Gor Koresh, who has information about the whereabouts of a rogue Mandalorian. Koresh turns on Mando immediately, hell-bent on getting his priceless Beskar armor. Drink every time Mando ends up in a standoff, twice. First, when Koresh makes the mistake of thinking he can take Mando out, and later when he meets Vanth, a native on Tatooine, who has taken up some discarded Mandalorian armor. Drink every time Baby Yoda hides from violence. He cowers in his crib while Mando dispatches Koresh and his cronies, and later in a jug when things look like they're about to go south with Vanth. Drink every time Carl Weathers says, Mando. Sadly, Grief Karga does not appear in this episode, but we still heard Weathers' voice shouting, Mando, every time our protagonist appeared on screen. Drink. Baby Yoda corner. So many. Reaction. GIFs. Very little else. 11 Baby Yodas out of 10.